Hi, it's coming to the end of the year, so it's that time when a number of people will do a sort of top 10. So this year I'm going to be doing something new. I've been reading quite a few, but still not many graphic novels. So this is my top 10 best graphic novels I've read of 2024. Starting with number 10, Devil in War, Swimming in Blood. So for a long time, I'd only had little bits of the Swimming in Blood story. It was published in, I think it was Judge Dredd magazine. I can't remember when. The 90s, which I thought was sort of like the golden age of Judge Dredd, maybe 2000 AD. And Devil in War, I think, is a very, very early, probably not the first, but a very, very early gay character in comic books. So I think a little bit of a trailblazer. I saw a Goodreads that says he's sort of a cross between uh, sort of the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger and the sort of sensibility of David Niven, which I think is quite a good description. And this is quite a packed graphic novel. It's got Swimming of Blood, but it's also got Fetish, which is a story that's set in Mega City but with African characters, and it's a African artist who does the work. At least I think it is Siku who does the art. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite interesting artwork. Yeah, good example. And as I say, it's from what I think is the sort of golden age of Judge Dredd. And I liked it, although it has quite a sort of an abrupt ending, I thought. Number 9, again, going into the 2000 AD thing, I don't know, I just had a sort of passion for it. I finally got my hands on Winwood and Cord, Killing Time. And again, this is from the same sort of era of Judge Dredd 2000 AD. And Winwood and Cord are time traveling duo. Sort of like a more sinister Doctor Who. But they go back in time to the Victorian era. And so I suppose it's sort of like a steampunk type of story with very sort of far out illustration. It's quite wild. As I said, I think in another video, for the longest time I'd only seen the cover and it really sort of fascinated me. This is quite sort of sinister looking character. And I finally got my hands on it. I thought it was a good story. Again, it seems like an abrupt ending. I think there's probably quite a lot of bits that were cut, maybe for time reasons, being a sort of comic book. That's a good story, but very sort of threadbare. Some things they don't really explain. But good story, and I think worth the wait. Next up, and number 8. Speaking about returning to things, I have Walking Dead, volume 16. For the longest time, I'd sort of stopped reading it despite having volume 16, but I finally got back into it. And it's still very, very good despite me not liking the zombie genre. I don't watch the movies, I avoid them. And I've not seen the TV series despite having the DVD of season 1 and 2, I think. It is really about humanity and very, very character driven. Yeah, it was great to come back to it. Number 7 is the Parappanauts Second Chances. This is a second volume in the Parappanauts. I'm not exactly sure how many volumes there are, but it's how to describe it? It's there's special forces of these unique characters. One's a ghost, one's a sort of Yeti type thing. The other's a Mexican chupacabra, bat type thing. And the two sort of human characters, but they're all this special agent group who excuse me, take care of other special agent mythical sort of happenings. I can't explain it too well. There's the blurb on the back, which does a better job. But a long time ago, I got the first volume of Parappanauts out of a library back in Glasgow, and I really liked it. It's good characters, and you actually feel quite good emotions from the story, and it's great to return to something after such a long time. And it's got a reference to Scrubs, so I suppose that dates it in a way. That's good work of imagination. Number 6, returning to 2000 AD, we have Judge Anderson, Childhood's End. And again, like Windward and Cord, for the longest time, all I'd seen was the front cover, and it was on the back of one of these graphic novels advertised. So all I'd seen was the front cover. I never read the story. But the best thing, the greatest thing about this is the artwork. It's amazing. Really, it's like less of a comic book and more of a fresco, or I can't really say work of Michelangelo, but close to that sort of beautiful, beautiful artwork. And a good story too, good sci-fi, set on Mars. So the artwork is by Kevin Walker. I don't know if he's done much 2000 AD. I've not really come across his work that much. But great graphic novel, good to get to it. Number 5. I finally started getting back into Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo, and it's one of the most epic mangas, in my opinion. One of the greatest, one of the cornerstones of manga, essential manga. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. But I just really can't. I'm sure people, other booktubers and such, have documented Akira, I hope, and given it its due praise. So number 4, and you're gonna notice a theme with this Akira volume 4. Number 3 is Akira volume 5. And number 2 is Akira volume 6, the final Akira of the saga. Quite different from what I remember of the Akira the movie, and ending I wasn't quite expecting, but I do quite like the ending. They've got sort of sovereignty over the sort of ruined Japan, Neo Tokyo. Okay. Now, number 1 is, in purely for nostalgia reasons, it's Judge Dredd, The Three Amigos. This is a very silly sort of story that sees Judge Dredd team up with his arch nemesis Judge Death and Angel as they defeat President Clinton Box, who's the a mutant, and he's leading the Cursed Earth, which is outside of Mega City 1. Mega City 1 is like the new modern America, just fitted into a city. And President Clinton Box is quite a threat to Mega City 1, so Judge Dredd is teamed up with these characters who he would never really be teamed up with in order to defeat President Clinton Box. It's silly. There's a lot of humour in it. It's quite surprising humour, some dark humour. It's quite funny, and I really like the artwork as well. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of fun. This is one of the very early, or not the very sort of first, graphic novels I ever read. So it does have a place in my heart, and that maybe quite a bit of bias for this top 10. But it is just this enjoyable little adventure romp, and sort of silly Judge Dredd story, but I really enjoyed it. So that was my top 10 graphic novels of 2024. And I'll probably do this again next year, seeing how many graphic novels I read. I probably would include manga as a graphic novel, so in that regard there'll probably be plenty to choose from. Thanks for watching. Bye.